On December 4th, 1872, the D.I. Gracia sailed the vast, cold waters of the Atlantic Ocean. The ship, a sturdy brigantine, was on a routine voyage, its crew seasoned and vigilant. As the sun began to set, casting an eerie glow on the horizon, the crew spotted a ship drifting aimlessly in the distance. The sight was unusual and immediately caught their attention. Drawing closer, they identified the vessel as the Mary Celeste. The ship appeared eerily deserted, its sails flapping loosely in the wind, and no signs of life on deck. The crew of the D.I. Gracia decided to board the Mary Celeste to investigate. As they climbed aboard, a sense of unease settled over them. They called out, but there was no response. The ship was completely silent. Below deck, they found the ship's cargo intact. Barrels of alcohol were neatly stored, untouched and undisturbed. It was as if the crew had vanished into thin air. In the crew's quarters, personal belongings were still in place. Clothes, books and other items lay as if waiting for their owners to return at any moment. The ship was well stocked with food and water, enough to last for months. There was no sign of a hurried departure or any reason for the crew to abandon ship. The interior of the ship was calm and orderly. There were no signs of a struggle, no damage, and no indication of foul play. Everything seemed perfectly normal except for the absence of the crew. The mystery of the Mary Celeste began to take shape. How could a ship be found in such a state with everything in order but no one aboard? News of the discovery spread quickly, sending shockwaves through the maritime world. Sailors and captains alike were baffled and intrigued by the enigma of the ghost ship. The Mary Celeste continued to sail alone, a ghostly figure on the open sea. The question on everyone's mind was, how could a ship be found sailing on its own, seemingly abandoned? Where had the crew gone? These questions puzzled investigators and ignited imaginations. Theories ranged from piracy to mutiny to supernatural occurrences. The Mary Celeste became one of the most enduring maritime mysteries of all time, a story that continues to fascinate and baffle to this day. Historical documents and maritime records were scoured for clues, but no definitive answers were found. The fate of the Mary Celeste's crew remains one of the sea's greatest unsolved mysteries. Even today, researchers and historians continue to study the case, hoping to uncover new evidence or insights. The story of the Mary Celeste is a haunting reminder of the ocean's vast, uncharted depths and the secrets it holds. The image of the ghost ship drifting silently through the foggy sea remains etched in maritime lore. It serves as a chilling symbol of the unknown and the mysteries that lie beneath the waves. As the sun sets over the tranquil sea, the story of the Mary Celeste continues to captivate and mystify, a timeless tale of the ocean's enduring enigma. The Mary Celeste was a merchant brigantine built in Nova Scotia in 1861. This sturdy vessel was crafted with the finest materials available at the time, showcasing the shipbuilding prowess of the Nova Scotian craftsmen. The ship was designed to endure the harsh conditions of the open sea, with a robust hull and ample cargo space. Originally christened the Amazon, the ship was plagued by misfortune in its early years. During its christening ceremony, the bottle of champagne failed to break on the first attempt, an omen of bad luck. The ship's early voyages were marred by a series of unfortunate events, including severe storms and near collisions with other vessels. These misfortunes included collisions and a change in ownership. The Amazon collided with a fishing boat off the coast of Maine, resulting in significant damage. After a series of repairs and financial difficulties, the ship was sold to new owners who renamed her the Mary Celeste, hoping to leave the bad luck behind. Despite these early setbacks, the Mary Celeste embarked on a routine voyage from New York City on November 7, 1872. The bustling harbor was filled with ships of all sizes, and the Mary Celeste set sail with high hopes. The crew was confident, and the weather seemed favorable for a smooth journey across the Atlantic. The ship was under the command of experienced Captain Benjamin Briggs. Captain Briggs was a seasoned mariner with a reputation for being meticulous and cautious. He had spent years navigating the treacherous waters of the Atlantic and was well respected by his peers. Briggs was accompanied by his wife, Sarah, their 2-year-old daughter, Sophia, and a crew of 7. The presence of his family on board was a testament to his confidence in the voyage. The crew, handpicked by Briggs, were experienced sailors who had worked together on previous voyages. They were transporting a cargo of 1,701 barrels of commercial alcohol to Genoa, Italy. This valuable cargo was carefully stowed in the ship's hold, and the crew took extra precautions to ensure its safe passage. The alcohol was intended for industrial use, and its safe delivery was crucial for the ship's financial success. The voyage was expected to take approximately 1 month. The crew navigated using detailed maritime maps and relied on their extensive knowledge of the sea. As the Mary Celeste sailed into the open ocean, the crew settled into their routines, maintaining the ship and preparing for the long journey ahead. The vast expanse of the Atlantic lay before them, filled with both promise and peril. The idea of pirates attacking the Mary Celeste captured the public imagination. Was the ship overtaken by ruthless buccaneers who made off with the crew? This theory, while exciting, has several holes. The cargo of alcohol was untouched, and valuables belonging to the crew were left undisturbed. Pirates were interested in plunder, and the Mary Celeste offered a tempting prize. Why would they leave it behind? Additionally, there was no sign of a struggle or violence on board, making a pirate attack unlikely. Could the crew of the Mary Celeste have turned on each other? The mystery surrounding the ship has led many to speculate about the possibility of mutiny. The crew, who were experienced sailors, might have faced unforeseen circumstances that pushed them to the brink. Did fear, madness, or greed lead to a mutiny? The harsh conditions at sea, combined with the isolation and the stress of a long voyage, could have ignited tensions among the crew. Perhaps a disagreement over rations or a sudden outbreak of illness caused panic and chaos. This theory suggests that the crew, driven by some unknown motive, killed Captain Briggs and his family before fleeing the ship. Captain Briggs, his wife, and their young daughter were all on board, making the idea of such a violent act even more tragic and shocking. However, like the piracy theory, the lack of evidence supporting a struggle weakens this possibility. The ship was found in a relatively undisturbed state, with no signs of a violent confrontation. The personal belongings of the crew and the captain's family were left untouched, adding to the enigma. Captain Briggs was known as a fair and capable captain, making a mutiny against him less plausible. He was respected by his crew and had a reputation for being just and competent. His leadership style would have likely prevented such drastic actions from his crew. Also, abandoning ship in the middle of the ocean in a single lifeboat seems like a desperate and unlikely escape plan. The vastness of the ocean and the uncertainty of survival would have deterred the crew from such a perilous decision. The mystery of the Mary Celeste continues to baffle historians and enthusiasts alike, leaving us to wonder what truly happened on that fateful voyage. Section 5. The Wrath of the Sea. The Atlantic Ocean can be a formidable and unpredictable force. Could a natural disaster or freak weather event have befallen the Mary Celeste, forcing the crew to abandon ship? Some theories propose that a waterspout, a rogue wave, or a sudden storm could have caused the ship to flood, leading the crew to evacuate in haste. Others suggest that a fear of seismic activity from the Azores-Gibraltar fault zone might have played a role. Perhaps the crew, fearing an earthquake or tsunami, abandoned ship prematurely. Section 6. Into the realm of the unexplained. In the absence of concrete explanations, some have turned to more sensational theories to explain the Mary Celeste's fate. Tales of sea monsters, alien abductions, and even attacks by giant squid have been proposed as explanations for the disappearance of the crew. While entertaining, these theories lack any real evidence and fall into the realm of speculation and folklore. The mystery of the Mary Celeste is intriguing enough without resorting to supernatural explanations. Section 7. Unraveling the evidence, a closer look. Though theories abound, the evidence surrounding the Mary Celeste remains scant and open to interpretation. The ship's logbook, with its final entry on November 24, 1872, provides no clues about any unusual events. The ship itself was found to be seaworthy, with only minor damage. Some of the ship's navigational instruments were missing, and one of the lifeboats was gone, suggesting the crew had abandoned ship in an orderly fashion. However, why they would choose to do so remains a mystery. Section 8. The Mary Celeste's final voyage. After the Mary Celeste was found adrift, it was salvaged and towed to Gibraltar. A salvage court convened to determine the fate of the ship and its cargo. Despite suspicions of foul play, no conclusive evidence was found to support any particular theory. The salvage court eventually awarded the DEI Gratia's crew a portion of the Mary Celeste's value, and the ship was sold and returned to service. Section 9. The Enduring Mystery. The Mary Celeste continued to sail the seas for another 12 years, changing hands several times. In 1885, the ship was deliberately wrecked off the coast of Haiti in an attempt to commit insurance fraud. This ignominious end to the Mary Celeste's career did little to diminish the mystery surrounding its most famous voyage. The unanswered questions surrounding the fate of the crew continued to capture the imagination of writers, researchers, and armchair detectives for generations to come. Section 10. What really happened? Despite numerous investigations, books, and documentaries dedicated to the Mary Celeste, the definitive answer to what happened to the crew remains elusive. Was it a combination of unfortunate circumstances, a series of misinterpretations, or something more sinister? Did Captain Briggs order the crew to abandon ship for reasons unknown, only to meet their demise in the vastness of the Atlantic? Or did some unknown force intervene, leaving the Mary Celeste to sail on as a ghostly reminder of the unpredictable nature of the sea? Section 11. The Mary Celeste, an enduring enigma. The Mary Celeste stands as a testament to the enduring power of mystery. It serves as a constant reminder that, even in an age of advanced technology and scientific understanding, some questions may never be fully answered. The story of the Mary Celeste continues to fascinate and intrigue us, urging us to grapple with the unknown and to ponder the mysteries that lie hidden beneath the surface of our world.